Is there really light at the end of the tunnel? My testimony. If you asked me this question around this time last year, I probably would have thought you were out of your mind. Around this time last year, I was deeply depressed. I had plans, big plans. I was preparing my business back home, getting ready to move, building my dream house, putting everything in order for the future I had prayed for. Everything stopped. I was working as a private caregiver, and the person I cared for unexpectedly passed away. Just like that, my income stopped. Not because I quit, not because I wasn't trying. Life simply changed overnight. At that time, I was depending on that job, and I was also emotionally connected to the person I cared for. I kept telling myself, okay, maybe another client will come, but no one came. I kept applying, kept waiting, kept hoping. June came, still nothing. July came, still nothing. Every day, I cried and prayed, God, please open a door. You know my plans. You know what I'm building. Please help me. But deep down, I felt something. I felt like God was doing something I didn't understand, and honestly, I didn't want to accept it. I wanted my plan. I wanted things to happen my way, until one day, after crying and praying, I finally asked, God, what do you want me to do? And guess what? A thought came into my mind. Take a vacation. What? A vacation? With what money? It made absolutely no sense. But somehow I remembered unemployment existed. I applied and it got approved. Everything moved so fast, and deep inside I felt, go for 3 months. So I listened, and let me tell you, those 3 months changed my life. During those months, I truly experienced what it means when people say, the Holy Spirit prays through you. The whole time, I was in a prayerful mood. Not God open the door prayers anymore, but surrender prayers. I cried, I journaled, I prayed, I sat quietly with God, and slowly, something started changing inside me. For me personally, God showed me something powerful. I was trying so hard to control everything. I had plans, timelines, fear, pressure. I wanted answers immediately. But surrender was hard. I worried about my future. I worried about my house. I worried about money. I worried about losing everything I had worked so hard for. And every day I cried, God, I don't understand your plan, but I trust you. God, give me peace. And guess what? He did. Little by little, day by day. For the first time in my life, I learned how to truly take care of me. I went to the hair salon, got my nails done, took my blanket, Bible, and journal to the park and sat with God for hours. I had never done that before. I learned how to rest. I learned how to enjoy life. I learned how to care for myself without guilt. I learned how to love myself. Something inside me was healing. And after those 3 months, I came back completely different. No panic, no fear, just peace. I remember praying, God, I'm going back now. Let your will be done. Give me the job you believe I need. And guess what? The job I am working today came. A job I had applied for years before. And suddenly, everything started unfolding. But then another test came. My house contractor called me and told me he might sell the house we were building. You guys, I went into my closet and cried. I sobbed. I cried to God. Really, God? Really? Because before this, I had already trusted a family member with money to build a house. And I got robbed. I had worked so hard for this dream. I cried, God, you know how hard I've worked. You know what happened before. You know my heart. But if this is your will, let your will be done. And I want to tell you something. Don't be afraid to cry to God. Cry to Him. Tell Him everything. Instead of carrying everything by yourself or only crying to people, go to Him. You may feel alone in your room, but you are not alone. He is there. He listens. After crying and surrendering, I sent my contractor a message. And guess what? He replied, No, no, no. Don't cry. I would never do that. He apologized. He said he would wait. He kept the house. You guys, tell me our God is not good. Everything worked out. Life started unfolding. My bills got paid. Peace came. Doors opened. And today, we are talking about moving into that house. If you ask me today, is there really light at the end of the tunnel? My answer is yes, 1,000 times yes. But sometimes God is rebuilding you before He rebuilds your life. Sometimes what feels like rejection is actually protection. Sometimes what feels like delay is preparation. And sometimes the closed door you're crying over is because God is preparing something bigger than you imagined. So, if you are in a hard season right now, please don't give up. Trust Him. Even when it makes no sense. Even when you don't understand. Even when the instruction sounds crazy. Like Him telling me to go on vacation when I had no money. And one more thing. When you pray, don't just talk. Tell God everything. Then be quiet. Listen. Sometimes He speaks through peace, thoughts, direction, or quiet instructions. The reason I started this channel is to share testimonies like this. The goodness of God and the miracles I've seen in my life and in my children's lives. If I can tell you one thing, I am a walking miracle. And if God did it for me, He can do it for you too. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this community. My soul family, I love you. If you are feeling discouraged, lost, depressed, or full of doubt tonight, know that I am praying for you. May God give you peace, direction, and strength. And may you one day look back and realize God was working the whole time. Good night, soul family.